All right, let's talk about this attack and the probe that has come forth after that. We have Prasar Kumar Mishra with us, former ADG of the BSF, a person who has been tracking developments as far as terrorism in Bangladesh and other radical forces, their movements are concerned in service and even after service. And we have senior journalist N.K. Singh with us as well. Welcome, gentlemen. First, if I could ask you, Mr. Mishra, what do you make of these claims? First, the Islamic State saying that they have their minions have carried out the attacks, and now the Bangladesh government blaming the ISI.
Yes, the ISIS, in fact, first they told that they have owned it up because Dabik is there, their man, their leader Dabik is available in this place in Dhaka, and more or less they are having Asif is also there, and they are also working along with Jamaatul Mujahideen of Bangladesh, and they are trying to recruit a lot of.
So you're saying the Islamic State has a presence in Bangladesh?
They have presence,
yes.
But I can well vouch that whatever has happened in this particular attack, all these 5 boys, those who have been identified, including the son of one Awami League leader, they are all from Jamaatul Mujahideen of Bangladesh, JMB activists, who were earlier ICS members, Islamic Chhatra Sibir. And they were all radicals, and they are all educated radicals, and most of them, they were recruited by Al-Qaeda. I can tell you there is a conflict between Al-Qaeda and ISIS in Bangladesh, and this is what has happened because after killing a lot of minorities and a lot of Hindus, there was a repatriation, and 10 to 11,000 fundamentalists were apprehended. This is a reaction of that, and they wanted to show it, and Pakistan ISI along with Al-Qaeda, they have done this. There are regions, because a lot of undersecretaries of Pakistan embassy in Islam, this place in Dhaka, they were involved and they were repatriated also. So most of the ISI agents in Pakistan, in Bangladesh, particularly
you're talking
Dhaka,
about the Al-Qaeda in the Indian subcontinent.
Al-Qaeda in Bangladesh are the handiworks, and they are being groomed by Pakistan ISI only. And this is what, not that I am telling this, but it has been reiterated by the political advisors of Sheikh Hasina and also the Home Minister of Government of Bangladesh. Not only that, the situation which has developed for the last 15 days in Rajshahi, Khulna, Pabna and Kustia, and the killing of academicians and bloggers, this clearly shows that Al-Qaeda and ICS with ATB, Ansarullah Taliban of Bangladesh, they want to convert Bangladesh to a dysfunctional state to show that Sheikh Hasina should not be in power. And indirectly it goes in favor of BNP.
Okay.
And this is what has been done by ISI. And the ISI tried to penetrate into Bangladesh embassy in Rawalpindi. Twice they tried to penetrate, but they were unsuccessful.
Okay.
And they are still trying to take the revenge of 1971 war.
I see. Okay. But N.K. Singh, how worrisome is this then if this is the case in Bangladesh, which is no stranger to radical violence? We've seen, we've heard Mr. Mishra also cite the case of attacks on a lot of minorities and basically people who think a little more freely than these radicals would like. But now that we have a case of young, these young boys, literally, who were well educated in good institutions, belong to good families, being radicalized in this manner after being missing for a mere 6 months.
There is a massive radicalization in Bangladesh. There is no denying this fact. And the reason is very obvious. For the past 10 years, ISI has changed its tactics. There are 3 phases of ISI-sponsored terrorism: PTPM, PTIM. PTPM means Pak trained, Pak militant, who were made to infiltrate into India, and then sponsor terrorist attack. But when Indian agencies caught them, they spilled the beans. So now the second phase was PTIM, Pak trained Indian militant. But now when they realized that no, this is also not working the way it should have, the way they designed it, then they went to a new system that was module system. A module with four individuals, each module, one module would not be knowing what second module is doing. and they got instruction straight from the Karachi and Islamabad. ISI is
so are you saying this has been replicated in Bangladesh?
And now, after that, they went into a new mode, and that was known as homegrown terrorism. They buttressed homegrown terrorism, and Bangladesh and Nepal was the best place for that. Now, India cannot say this is ISI, because they will say, no, this is Bangladesh, this is Nepal. How am I concerned with that? That is how they change the tactics. This one is a specifically ISI-sponsored exercise. So far as ISIS is concerned, on 23rd July, there was a document seized from FATA region by one of the CIA operatives. That was a 35-page document in which ISI had clearly said that our first target is India. Government of India is seized of the matter and knows full well.
Yes.
And they held a press conference of all DGs of the concerning states. And Bangladesh, Calcutta, Bengal was specifically identified as a next target of ISIS. DG was instructed to develop good software so that this ISI sponsored software recruitment scheme cannot carry out, cannot go ahead further.
Okay.
But unfortunately, West Bengal government did not do anything for 6 months. I was observing the whole development. I found that West Bengal government didn't do anything. And the stock premise was, the alibi that they had given was that no, there is a paucity of fund. The center must send the fund. So that is how this casualness took place. And at the state level. So now this Dhaka incident that you are seeing now is ISI sponsored thing. ISIS is not much in that vicinity. It's not much active in that. ISI is for the past 10 years has been doing it, and now it has come to a situation where radicalization is very palpable, and I don't think unless you resort to brute force to suppress this kind of element, I think Bangladesh will not be relieved of the situation.
But he referred to brute force, Mr. Mishra. Some people have been saying brute force has been used in Bangladesh in the recent past, but it hasn't been very effective. Would you like to comment on that?
Yes, I can well tell you that ISIS had tried their best to penetrate. They wanted to penetrate to India. Their target was for India. But the path was, what he told is correct, the path will be through Nepal and Bangladesh. They are trying and they will be trying. But here I can tell you, Al-Jawahiri of Al-Qaeda, he has already abducted this Asim Umar, Asim alias Salahuddin. He belongs to Sambhal of UP as the chief of Al-Qaeda chief of Indian subcontinent, and this man is located in Bangladesh only. So he is in league with ISI through Jamaatul Mujahid of Bangladesh. I can well tell you JUMB, they are present in Nadia, 24 Parganas, Malda, and to some extent in Dhubri and Gwalpara and Murshidabad in this belt of Indo-Bangladesh.
It said they even have training camps.
They are having sleeper cells in our side. But the last Bardhaman blast, even they have gone to hide themselves in Jharkhand.
So what should the Indian government be doing to counter all this that is right at our doorstep in Bangladesh, and there is even information of 10 to 15 terrorists infiltrating, which need to be watched, and the BSF has been put on high alert?
In this particular case, all those who have escaped, or they will be trying to escape, they will be coming to West Bengal only. I told you these are the places where they will be coming: Karimganj, Gwalpara, Dhubri, 24 North.
Is Assam also a possibility?
Yeah. I couldn't get it.
Is Assam also a possibility?
Yes, there is Assam, 100%. Assam, because the penetration is more, because wherever there are riverine borders. I was listening to the BSF officers now. The worst part of it till now, till today, none of the rivers which are flowing between India and going from India to Bangladesh, they are not being covered with virtual fencing. We are still
so we need to watch the border very closely.
Yes.
And Kissing, what else you were referring to the fact that a lot of this is being the war is being waged in the cyber area. So how do we curb that?
See, there are two ways that we can take recourse to. One is this radicalization can be countered only by massive ideological the counter force. Bangladesh is not capable of doing it. Bangladesh intelligence system is not very is not very strong as much as India has. Even BSF, the agency to which it belongs, BSF intelligence is very strong in that area. And I think most of the cases, Indian intelligence tell them much ahead of their own intelligence agencies. So now the only situation is that you have to, even in India, not only Bangladesh, you have to counter it on two planes. One, this radicalization, particularly of educated people, because it's not out of deprivation. It is not out of poverty. It is because of some lionization of the terrorism. So it has to be countered ideologically and with brute force as well. Both should go hand in hand.
But let's hope that concerted moves are made in this direction across the border as well, and even in our own country, because what threatens Bangladesh today can threaten India tomorrow.
It is as much as a threat for India.
It will be coming. It has already come up to Lucknow.
Let's hope that all this is stemmed and curbed. Thanks a lot for joining us this evening.